Hi, my name is Erin, and I'm a recovering addict, alcoholic. I am going to tell you what it was like, what happened, and what it's like now. Part 1, because I can't get through it all in 3 minutes. So I grew up in the West Island of Montreal. I came from a pretty good family, middle class. We did have a lot of foster kids that would come through the house, and I was a middle kid. So needless to say, I guess I was sort of left to my own devices. A lot of times, I just preferred to be alone. There was some sexual abuse that occurred between the ages of 5 and 10 years of age, and that impacted me enormously. I always felt unwanted, uncared for, unloved, ignored. You know, all the sort of typical things that a young kid who doesn't understand what's going on feels. Very early on, probably at the age 11, 12, I took my first drink. Of course, it gave me a complete sense of powerfulness. You know, it was amazing. I did my first line of cocaine at the age of 13. School was an absolute disaster for me. I did not do well in school at all. And I proceeded to just pretty much go downhill from there. I was in and out of schools. I got kicked out of schools. I would get suspended from schools. My mother had pretty much had it with me. I went and lived with my grandmother. I was just extremely unruly, though, and out of control. I dropped out of school. I did meet my husband when I was 16. I got married at the age of 20, figuring this was going to be the solve-all, but it was not the solve-all. By then, I was a full-fledged cocaine addict, and was drinking daily. I was doing at least an 8-ball a day, and my life was very much out of control. So I did get married at the age of 21, and I managed to stay sober for 10 years, in which time I had my children. I had 3 girls, wonderful girls. The marriage did not last, however, but I'll always be grateful to my ex-husband because he took care of my children when I left and was on the streets and was AWOL for 7 years. At which point, that was in my 30s, I really went sideways and was not doing well at all. I was working the streets. I was thieving and stealing and dealing drugs, in and out of jail. Things were not good. But for all that, come back for part 2.